What's going on, everybody? This your boy King Gabe here, and we picked up another Transformer. Yeah, yes. Like I say, this one is of course Skybyte, and first thing a lot of you probably are thinking or wondering if you've seen any of the other previous toy reviews. At some point, you probably ran across like, wait a second, Gabe, you reviewed Skybyte, a different one. Oh, you mean this guy? Yeah. Show them next to each other there. Yeah, it's kind of nah. They both don't really. Then that one, yeah, because he's positioned down. This one's actually positioned slightly different. But yeah, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Now of course, if I bump the table or something, he'll probably slide back down. But yeah, like I say, as long as yeah, like you say, he's facing upward, he's facing downward. So yeah, I did review a Skybite up here. You did not imagine that. Um, Here's the thing. At the time I got this one, I could not find that one. I have seen this one. Not sure when I first saw it, but I have seen it before. I've seen other people review it there. He's pretty much the design used for this Skybite is pretty much if anybody has been around, like when all the first Beast Wars figures were made back, when Beast Wars was airing and everything. When they got the Transmetals 2, they made a toy called Cyber Shark, and this is the exact design they used. This one right here, right, not this one, but this one. They used that design, but he had like a different shade of blue and a few other colors, sort of turquoise or green or something like that. Especially the robot mode. And yeah, it was a different color pattern and scheme. And sorry about shaking the camera a little bit. It was a different color pattern on them, and they had Cyber Shark as a maximal. Skybite, of course, is a Predacon from, of course, Transformers: Robots in Disguise. Technically, Skybite was actually made after Cyber Shark, because, like I say, the show Robots in Disguise with Autobots and Predacons didn't come out until after Beast Machine. So that, and they just pretty much took the Cyber Shark design and repainted them to make a whole new character as a Predacon Skybite. So that was how that got started. So yeah, I actually, so I seen him before, not when he first came out, but like I say, on YouTube through exposure, through toy reviews, and I never is he's much like the other Predacons from that show, Slapper, Gas Skunk, and Night Scream. Yeah, they are not easy to find. And the thing was, I remember before I bought this one, I did look for him, but I could. I actually found him, but he was sold out at the time. So I got this newer model. And those who hadn't seen the review of him, yeah, he's all right, but yeah, he's. I actually, and I did say some good things about him in his review. I think I even mentioned that if he was in the movie Transformers: Rise of the Beast, this possibly would be what they would go with. Technically, I would say go with that design, but maybe with the way, maybe in the style that he transforms in, but with that design there, maybe kind of mix them together a little bit. So yeah, but yeah, you can see how they are compared to one another. Quick little brief, and he has the missile in his tail. This one doesn't have a missile in his tail, but he has a blaster with two missiles that fire really easily. I kid you not. Yeah, they're not difficult to fire. You have to be real careful so you don't lose the missiles or end up getting them. Yeah, because I've had that happen. I was able to get them back, but matter of fact, I remember one time one of these missiles went off, and I was looking for it, and my wife just so happened to find it. They're like, "Oh, I think it's over here." So, yeah, these things are not. So, let's and make so yeah. For more information, yeah, make sure you check out my previous review on that if you hadn't seen them yet. So if you hadn't seen the review on this one, yeah, take a look at it there. I'll give you a brief of the transformation a little bit later because I'm going to do a comparison of the two, like the beast modes, for example. The old one here looks like he could eat the new one. Like, out of my way, I will eat you. Who's the baddest shark around Skybyte? Skybyte, that's me, that's me, you know it's true. Who's the baddest shark in the town? Who's the baddest shark in the know? Yeah, he is, and he is very menacing. This old model, now it is a little difficult keeping the mouth kind of because he keeps kind of drooping a little bit. Sort of a minor note there. This figure I got is real good shape. Like I say, other than the mouth drop thing, there's a few little minor. Oh, and yeah, that does happen. That's no fault of the because I did get this from another owner. No fault of the owner. That actually can happen. Even if he was brand new. Yeah, his fins are pretty loose in there, but they pop right back in. You know, no big deal. Sort of like when what they mentioned about when Jackie Chan in the cartoon got turned into a puppet, and he said he had detachable parts. So yeah, he's got detachable parts. Yeah, much like a lot of the Transformers back in the day, you could practically take certain parts of them off and pop them right back on. You know, so, yeah, they knew us us little boys would be pretty rough. So yeah, they sort of prepared for that there. So yeah, other than the mouth thing, yeah, he's not a bad. He's actually I think he's like I say, nothing against this one, but I actually like this one better. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be selling this one. Now, at the time that you guys might be watching this video, somebody might be already done bought this one. But yeah, as of the day that I'm making this, yeah, I'm gonna put this one for sale. I know I know a lot of collectors will have like several versions of a certain figure, like especially Transformer collectors. Because I've seen reviewers, they have like a whole display in their house. They'll have like 5 or 6 different Optimus Primes or something like that, or maybe like 7 versions of Starscream. And yeah, I get that's kind of a normal. That's a normal thing with a collector, as long as you don't overdo it and end up putting yourself in debt or anything. But yeah, that's pretty normal for a collector. So yeah, I'm sort of the oddball in the collectors because I kind of just like to get one of a particular figure. I choose like which version I want, and that's the one I stick with in the way. So yeah, that's why in this case I'm selling the other one because this one looks better. Remember I did that before with Megatron, the Dragon Megatron I had. It wasn't a bad figure, pretty cool Dragon, but I liked his T-Rex mode better, so I actually sold the Dragon and got a T-Rex instead there. Yes. So, and yeah, the regular T-Rex, by the way, actually it was from the Kingdom line, but it's close to how he looked in season 1 of Beast Wars. So yeah, like I say, not a whole lot of movement in the beast mode other than the mouth a little bit. You can raise that back a little bit there, kind of. Yeah, like yeah, have him eat the. Yeah, of course you do expose the blaster. That actually is a little show accurate. It's kind of because I've seen scenes where he has shot the missiles in his beast mode. And you push it right back up there. So yeah, that's actually pretty accurate. Trying to get it back before the transformation. Now he can be a little hard to do. Yeah, kind of. There we go. All right, so yeah, he has done that. So that's kind of accurate. Of course, you do have your gibble, the robot mode legs, very visible arm. Yeah, of course, this one didn't have that issue. But yeah, I still prefer this guy. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, like I say, not very well concealed, but I still prefer this guy. That's just me. This tail actually is stuck in place, but this part of the tail can move. What you gotta do, you gotta come up here because it's locked. Because in beast mode, a lot of time when it's packaged up and everything, they'll have it locked. But there's this little thing right here, right? This little gear. And if you kind of take that, just be careful with that. Take that off and push this little button up. That unlocks his tail where it can move more freely. And you can actually just sort of set the hand back up there. It can't, I think it can still attach to it like that. Just do not push it back down. Let's see if I can. There we go. So yeah, you can still attach the hand back there. Still enough left to attach. And what happens is you turn this gear and his tail spins around. Now, actually, but you know, it's probably best to keep it locked. Now, it can do that in beast mode, but it's probably best to keep it locked because the hand attaches better like that. I'll just leave it like that for right now. But it attaches better, and also it kind of makes more sense for it to spin when he's in robot mode, to be honest, there, because it's sort of a weapon that he has in that mode as almost like a drill or something like that. So yeah, the fins move a little bit, and that's pretty much it there. They move all the way around. Just be wary of them not to come out, and that's pretty much it, because you can't, you know, he's a brick. I can't. So, can't do it. So let's get him transformed so he won't be a brick anymore. So I'm gonna reenact the scene from Robot to Disguise. Let me use something else here. Let's see. Maybe use this box or something. What is that? Such a lousy show-off. Don't talk with your mouth full. Here, toss that over to me while I'll hold on to it while you change. That's better. Terrorize! So, now that he doesn't have his mouth full, what we're going to do, we're going to go and sort of fillet a fish up. It's not a term I would expect to use for something like this, but that's kind of what happens here. Okay, so as soon as we get his feet down a little bit, we're going to take the blaster, move it out the way, because like I say, these missiles fire easily. You do not want to lose them. But they have a really good range on them too. Yeah. So we're going to straighten out his legs. Let's go on and turn the feet around. Have the shark halves to the back, kind of. And now you're just going to fillet a fish. There's gonna be like cooking with steel beak. Well, now we welcome to Cooking with the Crisis. Now, first you want to get all the government leaders and offer them a big bow to get things back in place with the World Office access. Put in the bowl of ice cream and stir in the chicken and never, and then offer about $1 gazillion there. I forgot what he kind of was saying there, but I know it had something to do with the world's rotation or something like that. And I sort of did a reference to that with Penubian. And if you call in the next few minutes, we'll throw in a nice chicken Caesar salad and some snickerdoodles. So, what we're going to do, open that up. That's going to go to the back here. Now, this is where the fillet part comes in a little bit more. Take that down. Bring this out. It's going to be another arm here with the tail attached to it. And now you're going to carefully open this up, which will reveal robot mode chips. And let's see with that. I think we okay, kind of got to work, kind of work it a little bit. Let me zoom out, kind of raise them up a little bit. Oops, you didn't see that. You didn't see that. wait, there's nothing wrong with this background. We're gonna. I'm like the Wizard of Oz. Pay no attention to the man behind those curtains. Wait, wait, what? No, what curtains? You don't know what no curtains are. There's no curtains here. I don't see any curtains. So, I really liked it when SpongeBob did the Wizard of Oz reference, like, "Hey, there's a fish guy here talking into a microphone. Pay no attention to your friend. The fish you see is merely an illusion." Why is he saying everything that the big head's saying? So, I gotta kind of work these back, these little pieces here, and bring that out. Okay. It's not too hard. It just takes a little working with there. So they gotta get that into place. So you got them both. You got most of them up. See, the fin came off. Okay, I'm gonna finish it up and then I'll put the fin back on. Okay, so you can go on and pop that. Yeah, give him a little more leg room there. Kind of that way he can spread his legs out and this can just sort of hang there. So you're gonna take. Let's see, maybe I can put it back on now because I need to bring. Let's see, I think that's good. Yeah, bring these down. So how I usually do it, I think this is how you're supposed to do it because this is what I usually do. Kind of got to work it a little bit. Oh yeah, okay, go from this way and down, and the other one, oh dear, this way and down, and you got a lot of fishy parts, some fishy parts hanging off of them. He's got some fishy parts. I knew there was some fishy business going on, but dang, that's way too fishy. Stop fishing around. and to think there are people. Ooh, it's really kind of silly when people. When you say something about a post on Facebook and people be quick to holler, "You must ain't got no sense of humor." I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you knew me for like 37 years to make that conclusion. Gee, what the heck was I thinking? Now, I mean, there are people that know me for that long, but gee, I guess you do too. So. There we go. So now, open that up. There we go. That's all. Yeah, see, that's why this works in robot mode there. Whee! Speedy action. Spin. Yeah, because a guy that doesn't have a sense of humor would so do that. like when they said about Mr. Krabs, I thought you said these robots couldn't cry. I also said they couldn't laugh. I remember the laughs we used to share. Oh boy. So, yeah, this is Skybyte here. Get a good look at his face. He's mad. He's mean. So I like certain people I know that are very mean. Hi, how you doing? Shut up. Why are you so mean? I just said hello. You're mean. Of course I'm mean. I'm a Predacon. What do you expect? Oh, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I know, but you didn't have to be that mean. I'm having way too much fun over here. Yeah. Well, they say life is short. You gotta have a little fun with it there. Now, I will say be careful how you do it, because there are some things that are not funny and you don't joke about there. I'm pretty sure common sense will tell you what those things are. But yeah, like I say, things that you can joke about, yeah, have some fun. So yeah, got Skybyte here. You can move his head all the way around like Woody in Toy Story. We We toys can see everything. So play nice. Ah! The toys are alive! So, move his legs. Can't really. Of course, he cannot turn at the waist because that's the attachments and stuff like that. Yeah, and he got this big shark head, big shark head on his butt. He's gonna. Get this off of me! I've got a shark head on my back. Oh, dear me. Stop. Okay, give me a sec. I gotta get myself together. I'm sorry. And so he can move his legs. He can take a knee, like after Earth. Take a knee. Ow! He can. Oh boy, I'm probably gonna have to put a warning on this. Beware of. There's a beware. You might laugh at this. like when I watched my second episode of the Three Stooges, The Brideless Groom. I laughed so hard that my mom was trying to take a nap, and she was like, "Gabe, keep it down in there." Oh my gosh. Trying to get some rest after this hard day at work. Oh, sorry, that's too funny. That's sucking the phone boot. So, hold it, though. We ain't got much time left. You know that, though. Can you grab my? Can you down from there? No, can you? Yeah. Oh, get your hand out of my face. That ain't my hand. It's your hand. All right, you asked for it. Wait, So, yeah, like I say, what I said again, a lot of kibble, but like I say, we had kibble on the other one too. I think this one probably has a little bit more, but it actually, in my opinion, it's actually, I just like it better. I mean, it's got. Like I said, despite the kibble stuff, I actually just, the style is still, to my opinion, works better. Some of you might actually like, the new one. I'm going to go and get him, let me finish showing him off here. Move the other arm too. And, of course, his little blaster goes right in his other hand. This is the only hand he can go in because he's got a big tail in this one. He can't put it in there. And also, he can do that. He has a spark crystal. A lot of time he shot what was called a tsunami blaster from here, like a big chest laser. It was pretty cool. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna fire it this way. Matter of fact, let me fire it. Well, yeah, I'll fire it this way. Because if I fire it the other way, there's a trash can over there, and I don't want the missiles to end up in the trash. So, okay, so we're gonna fire. Yep. I see where it went, so I'll pick it up in a minute once I finish the video. Oh, I gotta have my finger on there. There we go. Okay. Real good range on them. Very good range. That's why I say you gotta be real careful. And again, they will fire easily if the least little touch. This is the little levers you push. The least little touch on them can instantly fire these things. So they are not hard to press at all, at least on the figure I got. Now, if you get a figure where it's a little difficult, I'm not really sure if that would be a good thing or a bad thing completely. I guess it just all depends on how you feel about it there. But yeah, like I say, but all I know is, hey, mine's is an easy fire. So I say, if you got, let me know what your experience is with this thing there. So. That's pretty much it, because like I say, no waist turn, or is only head turn. Like I say, you can't really move anything to the back because of all the kibble, but that's fine. That's fine. He is still a very menacing figure. And like I said, when you have the shark head just kind of loose there, you can, it makes it easy to stand him up straight. When you got it, they'll kind of have the shark head loose, but he will stand up straight. A lot better that way, and you can pose them. the best that you can. You can get some pretty good poses out of them there. Very menacing poses. Yeah. Oh yeah. And yeah, I think a lot. Let me see. Make sure I thought about this earlier, but oh, okay. That's gonna get okay now that I turned it off. But yeah, I'll just keep it on there. But yeah, that's because of the ring light kind of shining on them. Okay, so and all right, so I'm gonna briefly share some things with you guys. I'm gonna briefly get him transformed so I can compare the size there, while I tell y'all about some things. So, and like I say, yeah, I'm just gonna be transformed now. If you want me to explain everything I'm doing in this transformation, yeah, you gotta watch the previous review. But one thing I will say, if you got now, like you see how, yeah, you see how it's sort of a fillet of fish with him too. Now if you like, now if you would prefer this figure over the other one, over the one that was the target of this review, yeah, okay. Let me know why, what's your thoughts. Which one of these do you personally think you would want to go after? It's been a while since I changed him. And I will say, there we go. Both of them, like I say, you do have to be kind of careful with how you do with the transformation. Oh yeah, because they got this little hidden hand thing there. But you gotta be careful how you do the transformation on either one of them. Boy, this is that's what they get. They try to be creative with the hand, where they robot mode hand, maybe a little too creative. Oh, there we go. And how they form the robot mode arm. Yeah, so, but yeah, like I say, if y'all think this is a good one here, I mean, like again, I'm not hating on it there. Not hating on it. It's just I like the once I got this guy, I just prefer him over this one is all. Sort of like Big Sis Casey, our friend from the Miracle Crew. She actually, I was telling her about the 2017 DuckTales. And like I say, she doesn't hate it, but she prefers the original 1987 DuckTales over it. Because, some people, yeah, like I say, do prefer one version over another. Sometimes, nostalgia probably, which is understandable there. So, yeah, that's how I am with, I kind of prefer that old model after being exposed to it. And also probably more nostalgia due to the fact of Cyber Shark, the one that was made pretty much in the same mold, but just with a different color. Yeah, so that's all that is. Like I say, it's not a, so, yeah, that's why I'm doing this, because like I say, I gotta, oh boy, you are not helping your case, new Skybyte. I would think that you would want to, like, hey, I could be better than him. You're not gonna replace me. How dare you? So, now we'll say there is. Now there's some interesting things about the new one's design. Like he got this sort of X thing going in the back of him there. That's actually pretty cool. Of course, you have to move the fins back in order for his arms to move. And instead of having a blaster, yeah, he has his missile in the tail drill. Yes. Like I say, I mean, it's not bad, but I prefer him having a blaster and the tail drill separate there. So, yeah, this is. Now, this is kind of interesting here. In beast mode, he looks like he's slightly bigger in beast mode, but the robot mode for this one looks slightly taller. Huh. Interesting. What's this abomination? I'm not an abomination. You're an abomination. No, you're an abomination. No, you're one. You're one. You're one. Yeah. And you see the difference in the sculpting of the head mold there, and how the Predacon crystals are. Yeah, you see they took the shark head and had it where you could fold it up to form what this one has there. Yeah, sort of like that. Of course, it looks better on this one because you already got this little multicolored chest kind of action going. Sure, you got a big shark head on the back, but yeah, I mean, it's still, honestly, like I say, this one for Beast Wars would actually be more practical and transform robots in disguise. This one actually, I think, would work for Rise of the Beasts there. Yeah, you know, with if they had the Predacons in there. Yeah, he would be a, I think he would be a good mold for Rise of the Beast there. So, but yeah, I mean, they could work in their own ways. Just, like I say, but I prefer the Beast Wars / 2001 mode there. So yeah, that's it for this Skybyte. And like I say, I'm not sure when you'll be seeing this review for the first time, but like I say, if you go to that Marcari app and if you still see him there, yeah, put in for him. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna put him for, but you'll see when you get there. And yeah, just give me like, hey, Gabe, I want that there. So yeah, especially if you like this mold better. Yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to have this one and have him, and replace this one there. So, but yeah, that's Skybyte. That's all I got to say on him there. Real good figure. Definitely, I would say a 9.5 out of 10 there. Real, all good. Only loss is just the kibble. It's just certain kibble issues and little nitpicks, but it's not, and even that's not a big deal. Not for me anyway. It's just like I say, because it's really, like I say, it's really nostalgic of Cyber Shark, and that is kind of a lot of points for my case. So why prefer getting this over the other. So sometimes the old is better than the new in some cases, and sometimes it's the other way around. But all depends on what it is. So anyway, definitely like, share, subscribe, get our available books, and hit us up on that Patreon, and definitely Patreon, just like Iceman Universe. Check out his stuff like Hey Arnold, Courage, the Ed, Nettie, Naruto, One Piece, and Spy Family, and hang out with us in the live streams, Discord, and on Facebook. And let's tell each other some stuff on the Macari app. And without further ado, we will see you guys in the next video. Y'all take care, everybody. And depending on when you see this video, hopefully a happy Thanksgiving.